Hey little orcses, and welcome back to some more Middle-earth madness for you here today. And you might be wondering, Pope, why on earth have you got this replay pause from the beginning? Why are we admiring this glorious Bane of the Steppe? And you might be right in wondering that. And you might be thinking, what on earth is he looking at, this Bane of the Steppe chap? And well, with his ugly mug, he's looking at a few cavalry units over here. They are charging him. Immediately, we're going to see a bit of a general assassination here from Rohan, seeing the scouts of Rohan. And you might be thinking, one little scouts, that's not going to do anything to stop the Bane of the Steppes. And you're right, it wouldn't. Bane of the Steppes, very good cav. So you send more. You send them out of the gap. And you send more scouts of Rohan to come out. There is like 4 or 5 cav units immediately. There's another one here. Immediately you're ready to descend onto, we've got some Vereg riders here. They're going to go straight in and do some damage onto the cav. And then over here we have even more preparing to set out. We have forest riders from the Wooden Realm, Household Knights, Aemir, and we also have more forest riders there getting to ride out. As you can see, we've got Wooden Realm on the defense in this one, along with Gondor and Rohan. And then we're not done yet. Oh no, there is still more to sally out. We have over here more Errand of the Gap. We've got Scouts of Rohan, Errand of the Gap, Scouts of Rohan, Errand of the Gap. Just absolute hordes of cavalry. There might be a full cav army, I think, from Rohan going out. On the attack here today, we do have Isengard, and we also have Lindon that has changed sides. And we've got, obviously, the Alucurim of the Eastlings, or Rurim, as they're now known. But yeah, I think they're going to go straight in for the Grenadiers. I think that's their plan. You can see the Noldorian questions. They are actually forming at least a screen. So yeah, Rohan's going to have a little bit of a trouble. But yeah, I guess we'll unpause. I don't know where on earth we start, really. But yeah, we'll watch this charge, I guess, as it goes in. We've got so many to choose from. There you go, charge there. Don't know if that's technically really going to do too much damage. That light spear cav because it's very heavy. Some damage on the initial charge, but nothing more than that. They have pinned the general there. They're going to go into the archers here. The Peregrine Rangers with the Errand of the Gap. They're getting countered there immediately by Vereg Axeman. We're going to see more charges here from the Scouts of Rohan. They're going to slam into more Axeman here, Vereg Axeman. They're getting hit hard. That's not a bad charge there as well. The second one, I don't know what that's necessarily going to go for. Might go for some of the rear charges over here. We're going to see some of the forest riders there coming forward. Again, going after archers. I think they're trying to just decimate the Eastling archers as much as possible. Yeah, just as much severe damage in there. So these Veteran Rangers are damn well good. What's it like on the other side? How has Lindon contended? Looks like they've done a little bit better. Lindon's shocked. It's getting pretty battered over here. Noldorian Rangers. And we've got Shipwright Nobles in there. They're dueling. The Archers, Hayman Watchers in there. They're struggling. I imagine the Equestrians managed to hold their own. They're over here. I wish we could get rid of the trees so we can see what's going on. They're beating the Errand of the Gap. No surprise there. Isengard's got lucky with this one. With Wargs over here, they're going to be able to come and assist their Elven ally. The Grenadiers as well have survived pretty well. This looks like more like a failed attempt than over on the other side. This is looking seriously bad, though. As you can see, a full sally out. Got Elves joining the fight. This is going from being a siege battle to being very much a land battle here for the Elves. And yeah, the Wooden Realm getting stuck into these things here with their forest sentinels and also their Lasgarn axes. But yeah, it's going to be back with some more Dawnless Days Total War, the glorious Lord of the Rings mod for A Tale of Total War. It is great to be back. It's been a little while, I feel like, since we've checked it out. Not had as many replays being sent in. I've been desperate to do another stream and maybe some scenarios as well. Definitely try and get some more done soon. Because I know you guys do love them. As this is currently being filmed, I'm away on holiday, so I will probably definitely be trying to do some more streams and scenarios for it once I am back, because I'll absolutely want to, you know, cover some
units have rallied and returned to the battle.
Some battles that we haven't done in a long time, you could say, like that. But yeah, Scouts of Rohan have managed to get rid of these Rangers. The General here, if they could take him out, that would be a big result. I don't know if they will be able to. The Rohan cavalry over here, like the better cav, did look like it was going to dash over and support its ally. Oh, not the ally, their other force over here. Not a good idea by the looks of it. That is pretty much done. Elves done a very good job of dealing with that. Of anyone, Elves, I mean, they're the right ones to try and weaken. They've got a lot of shock, but looks like they had just about the right units also to counter. There's Noldorian nobles, spears in here as well. A lot more counterable units than over on this side here. Looks like this is much harder for the attackers or gate wardens over here. They've got a lot of good units being sent out here. Also, they can't really easily resupply that sell out as easy as this one here. As you can see, archers and stuff being sent out to try and support this fight. The elves need to try and get some cav over there, trying to support if possible. Also, Isengard, just needs to get a move on an assault while they can, because the Wooden Realm now out there means it's just Gondor defending this final point here. I'm pretty sure looks like it's pretty much just Gondor here with Ringler Vale, Peneth and nothing like super elite, just gone for a lot of a mass, which is not a bad idea. They are 4,600 against 3,100 so far, so I mean, they need to defeat the Eastlings pretty quickly. They can kill that general here. Aemma's got into him. There's a good chance they can then master out the Eastlings, and it could then turn into a 3v2 very quickly here for the attackers. Not in their favor as well. Very nice there. There goes the general routed. I presume also dead? Friends wavering or routing, but doesn't say general dead. Casualty sustained. Yeah, casualty sustained. But that's a mass rout anyway, pretty much, for the Eastlings. It's a really good result there. Looks like they were getting ready to repulse any wargs that were going to come and support there from Isengard. They've changed their minds, though. I was going to say, if these cheap cav here can just kind of like hammer and anvil some of these units, they've got a good chance of winning that. Elves might want to start thinking about getting their archers back and things like that. But yeah, great result there to start off for the attackers. Looks like Lindon also being quite cautious here, waiting. I guess wondering whether there's any more cav to appear, whether he's going to have to deal with this Rohan army next. But he really should just bolt towards where Isengard is and get his troops in through the gate, over the towers, either of those options, and then just get inside. Because yeah, poor Eastlings, they are done for the day. Before they even really started, they've been jumped by Rohan. What a sally. We've seen it more and more, as I say, in recent replays that we have covered. Not maybe at this scale. I feel like this, yeah, full cav sally from Rohan. I mean, to be expected, I'd say. I would, if I was a defender, you'd think to, an attacker, I'd think to bring a fair amount of cav, and I certainly wouldn't be isolating myself as much as they are. It doesn't obviously look as great. I would have maybe put my other army over here, and then Lindon and the Eastlings can easily work. Eastlings was so isolated that it was just a perfect target to go after. It really was. Aemma is actually getting pinned here by Noldorian questions, which have gone on the offensive. Retinue of the House of Earl. I'm pretty sure he's been upgraded then in his bodyguard. I hadn't even realized that, but he has. There is Aemma. He used to be an Erling Knight, and I certainly didn't deserve to be an Erling Knight, that's for sure. Aemma certainly deserved to be a better cav unit. Scouts Rohan going in to support that fight. Noldorian questions are now surrounded, but they should be fine. 51 and like triple bronze chevron, they'll hold for a while. Wargs also in there. I think they're trying to just get Aemma out of there. Though, arguably, Rohan's strength is pretty much spent already. A lot of their cav died over here. Got household knights. They're also running away. Don't know what they're going for. They're just getting chased down by questions and slowly picked off rider by rider. It's a very elite cav. It's pretty much been wasted. Rohan's done a pretty good job with his cheaper cav. I'd say his more expensive cav's not done so great. But yeah, I was going to say, that is pretty much Rohan's strength spent. He's got one Aemma bodyguard and one heir to the gap left by the looks of it. That's pretty much it left for Rohan. Aemma's in not great condition. 26 riders. Yeah, he's not going to be contributing much to this siege, that's for sure. Here comes Isengard, though. He is bolting on forward. See how he does against Gondor. It's a tough old assault here on this settlement. I've forgotten what it's now called. Why I can't remember the name of it. I've not played in so long Generally, I've forgotten the name. Or Dunberg. Dunberg. That's the name of this settlement. But yeah, Dunberg, really hard settlement to attack. Final stand here on this cliff top. Defense is really, really tough. Yeah, Gondor archers. He's gone for some decent archers, to be fair. I'd have gone cheaper on the archers and better on the infantry. But he's got them all set up in nice angles. He can get good side shots there. Pelican Marines can javvy away if they want to as well. They need to get out of the shield wall so they can javvy. Uruk-hai infantry are getting focused on. I shoot the berserkers, to be honest. Just save your ammo, kill those. Isengard infantry, they are a problem, but the berserkers are, you know, the easier target to kill and more expensive as well. They are taking some casualties now. Hopefully that is what he's going to turn his targets to. Isengard is also advancing forward. I would say bit by bit. He's not bringing up archers or anything like that to support. And he looks like he's just kind of bolting straight in with certainly these 3 units. And another berserker over here. Again, I was just going to say focus that down with Gondor archers. That's begging to be hit right now. Literally, you could just throw the arrows at the berserkers. They're that close. But yeah, this could work in favor of the defenders. If they can get all the elves back inside. I don't know why they're mounting the wall. The attacker in front of you there is gone, sir. They are still haranguing these elves over here, which are probably taking more casualties than they probably should be. They need to get their remaining infantry back inside. Noldorian questions have leveled themselves up to a silver chevron. Nicely done. Nicely done. Looks like they're going to kill one of Rohan's remaining cav units as well that area of the gap. But as long as the elves can get their gate wardens and these Lasgar and axes back inside, then they'll be looking okay. Well, I say they will. I don't know if they necessarily will. That's possibly why the archers are still manning this wall, because they want to get shots here onto the Noldor and Equestrians. Not a bad target, but again, once the cav, once you sort of like retreat, this is not going to be really worth it for the cav. But as you can have the cav, it's not going to be any use after this sort of like initial phase. Isengard, anyway, I've got distracted because I'm just watching Isengard's strategy right now, and the stormers here are trying to block off all these bridge points. There's another bridge here, and then there's just a ford over here which you can cross. I think Isengard's got 3 sword units dedicated to try and block all those off, and then it looks like it's going to be the elves. They're going to get the job of assaulting Gondor. And I guess all of a sudden, going from a 3v2, which kind of did, Rohan's pretty much out. And it looks like the elves have got not a lot left. And they're going to be trapped the wrong side, potentially, of the river. It's going to turn into at least a 1.5 v1 in favor of the attackers. Gondor is going to face an army and a half. I would have thought half an army across the bridges would be more than enough to hold the elves in place, who haven't really got a lot of infantry. I mean, if they keep getting those archer volleys like that, that's glorious. So it's nearly out of ammo already, concerningly, and they've still got pikes to get through. Like I said, they didn't use the javelins either. Elegant Marines not using the javies. Players probably like, why on earth aren't they jabbing? They're in shield wall. Guys don't javvy if they're in shield wall. So yeah, definitely not worth it. Aemma here, he's dancing around, annoying the Uruk-hai infantry here. Or the White Stormers. They need to get what remains back. Yeah, there literally is 2 melee units which are like weak as the Gate Wardens here, and the axes did not get back in near as intact as I thought they were going to. The questions here, as you can see, battered them. We can see with the bodies, they've already battered them. The archers have helped scare off the equestrians, but yeah, not good at all. They're going to need like some miracle. They're going to need like a general kill or something to turn this one around. He's getting back to friendly lines though, surprisingly. I was going to say, surely he gets executed by Uruk-hai archers here. Surely they executed him. They also didn't use any of this bow ammo. Just have it on fire at will and just let them just passively shoot. But yeah, here we go. Aemma's going to start to drop rider by rider, as he tries to run back to assist in the defense here with Gondor. Already Gondor archers out of ammo, concerningly. I've moved that one to this other cliff top spot there. I had a really good angle. They've engaged over here as well. It's funny enough, the Berserker's actually losing against spears, and a pretty average spear in the Pentheus unit as well. I think it's because they're getting archer support, yeah, into the back there. Great back shots there. Berserkers. Imagine being a Pentheus spearman. You're literally seeing arrows fly towards you, and they're actually being fired by Gondorians. Like, oh my gosh, friendly fire, friendly fire! Stop shooting. And like, literally, as you're trying to dodge like a swing from a berserker, you get then struck by one of your friendly arrows. I'd be pissed. But anyway, the berserker's pretty much done. I mean, they'll fight to the last Uruk, being a berserker. But yeah, Uruk infantry getting ready to go in. They might make the difference on the Penethclan spears. You might want to. I'll just stop firing at that berserker now. Well, there's no need to keep shooting. Save your ammo for healthier units. Yeah, that berserker's down to literally one guy left. And look at this. Gondor is actually being aggressive. So they've been aggressive from this ramp over here, which they also defended. And this is to try and then get Legolas and his archers back across. And it might just work. They did also need to try and pin in that Gondor line as well, but they failed to do that. And now these Isengard forces are getting encircled, and you do think that Legolas should get back to friendly lines.
The enemy general is fallen!
And the enemy general has fallen. I have a strong feeling that's going to be Aemir, who, yeah, unfortunately did not get back to friendly lines. Again, I think he went for the Grenadiers. And he has failed to pull that off. And there you go. That is Rohan done and dusted. Whether his strategy is going to work, I do not know. Balance power, I mean, they're close. It's not actually massive numbers difference here. 600, that's very doable. And so if they get all these elven archers back with a lot of ammo here, then there's a real good chance that they can turn it around and win this. Well, I say turn around. They don't need a turnaround. They're doing a good job at the moment. I get these javies off as I was a Pelican Marine right now, though. Just like javvy the Uruk-hai infantry. Or at least pull them back so they can use the javies at some point. One or the other. Only problem is for the forces of Gondor here, trying to bail out Legolas is meaning that it's attracting the attention of all of the elves and all of the remaining Isengard forces that are not yet commended. Mog leading that force. They need to get these archers out of here. I get that sword out of here. I'd be like, sayonara, Ringlow Vale. We are getting out of here. Get that other Ringlow Vale back and back up to the top of the hill along with those archers. What is this polar? Oh, they did bring Founding Guard. They have one very elite unit. That should be able to hold that line for a while, you'd think. Unless they get set up here to the attackers and they can side shot that Founding Guard pretty easily then. Some of these Elven Archers have been caught, and they're using their average to actually support the other Elven Archer here. So yeah, the Lascalon Rangers are gunning down the Wines. I'm surprised he brought the Rangers. Pretty expensive unit to bring. It's like cheaper Archers are still really good. I mean, these Rangers are good at melee, so yeah, I guess good hybrid unit, but they haven't got great armor. I think you might have been better off bringing the shock infantry. Using all the arrows and then going into melee might have been a better idea, especially for this sort of situation. And he's been very aggressive with the archers over here, sending them into melee. Didn't get out of that second Ringlow Vale, I see, did it, Gondor, and instead he's allowing it to just get encircled. Looks like as well Mog and some of the elves are going to continue on, try and chase the archers. There's no chance they catch those Lascalon Rangers, though. They're quick on their feet. And there you go with the introduction of the Uruk-hai infantry over here. Penethclan spears are starting to struggle and bleed, quite literally. Being cut down one man at a time in their glorious green uniforms. And the other choke point for Gondor is still yet to see action. He actually did thankfully pull out that Pelican Marine. Good man. He's got 62 guys left. 62 javies, or more like 120. 4 of them to throw. Look at 2 volleys. Archers now going to try and get side shots. And again, more Uruk-hai infantry. I'd think about saving some ammo if I was Gondor. Though they are going to get some Elven ammo back, granted. I'd still save some ammo for things like Grenadiers or Pikes, which I don't think they're going to come forward anytime soon in comparison to these Archers, which if they do send the Archers forward, it's then a bit of a toss-up. What do you shoot? The Archers, they're also doing damage to your units. Or do you save the ammo for you know, Grenadiers and Pikes, which can be game changers? Yeah, these Ringlow Vale, though, they're going to be missed. They are going to be missed. Getting butchered here by Mog's bodyguard. There goes one, and there goes the second one. And what's that putting the numbers at? Yeah, kind of opening up a bit of a gap there with those Ringbow Vale. Not really getting a lot of kills, and you know, not achieving a lot of. Why is Legolas charging downhill? Oh no! The Elven player there's made a mistake. I think he must have misclicked. He's losing a lot of bodyguard for his misclick. Whether he's baiting the elves onto the pole arms, which if that is the case, I don't think he needs to. The elves are going to say just going to fall back, and they lost like one guy. Really not worth it at all. Maybe a couple more than one. I think that's 3. But again, they've held here. Gondor archers are shooting at the Uruk archers. I mean, yeah, I guess, I don't know if it's really worth it. Like, I just keep shooting infantry. You keep killing all their infantries, eventually they'll have nothing left to throw in. I say that. I don't think there's nearly enough ammo to kill all the attacking infantry. We'll see, though. I'm being very pessimistic as a defender. But I think they can do it. I think they can do it. Keep holding as well as these Citadel Guard are holding. Stuart Denethor here. He's beating back the Uruk infantry. Gondor Archers going to have some disgusting kills. They really are. Marines moved over there. Fair enough. Great, they got some of this ammo back. It's a shame about the rest. Elven player here actually still got Lasgarden Rangers outside the wall. Still 100 of them there. And his infantry is not going to get in. They've managed to capture the gate here. Or going to capture the gate here are the Shipwright Noble Generals. He's just going to shoot them. Front on, don't know how that's a wise idea. I mean, he'll kill some of these bodyguard. It's really worth it. Especially also since if you kill the Elven General, his morale for like his units is really good anyway. They just won't be phased. So again, he's got his army really stretched out all over the place. A bit like Isengard. None of them really going in and attacking any sort of unification. And as you can see here, yeah, Uruk infantry just getting killed off one at a time as they keep going in on one at a time. The elves and the Uruks just need to sort of solidify and go in and punch hard in one spot. Have units elsewhere as well, just tie down barricades, not barricades, choke points. But just go in hard and hard at one spot and you'll be fine. I think the best place to go in hard is over here where the spears are facing off against those pole arms. It's just the widest choke point. The easiest, in my opinion, to support with sort of like range flanking shots. Just mainly because like the pathfinding on this one's not easy. Look, that actually is killing off that Uruk archer pretty well. But that's with the Lasgarden Rangers there. I mean, they're using all their ammo really just to kill some archers, which they are bothering sort of like the Ringbow Vale, and they've got Gondor swords as well in reserve. But yeah, there's just 2 more that can replace it, and they've nearly used all their ammo up, and all of a sudden they'll be defenseless against any archer shots. Like as a defender, you need to try and do damage to enemy archers in another manner, which is why they were desperate to take out the Ferrigan Rangers of the Eastlings, and also I think also try and take out some of the Haven Guard as well. Whose general has died? Oh, he has got shot to pieces. That is hilarious. They've actually have just gunned down Lindon's general with the Lasgarden Rangers. Like I said, not going to do much in the way of morale damage, I don't think. I mean, I did say they need a general death. I think killing Isenguards would have been more decisive, because yeah, their morale would take a hit being an evil faction. But yeah, elves just usually have pretty insane morale anyway, with or without a general. So that might not work. But killing a general is better than killing no general. So well done there to the Wooden Realm player. Pikes getting shot up, good to see as they turn the back. Perfect volleys there. Sadly though, that is one of the last few volleys of the Lasgarden Rangers. Even Legolas here is running out of ammo. Again, shooting the pikes as they keep running away like cowards. Again, I'd save what ammo you have left to that Gondor Archer there. I think your defenders here should be able to beat these remaining Uruk infantry. Also, you just end up shooting your own infantry if you're not careful. There you go, the Orcs run down the hill. Stop firing! Stop firing, you're wasting ammo, Gondor. Oh, he shoots again. You're literally shooting a routing unit. That's just poor micro. Wasting ammo. White Stormers are moving forward. The Grenadiers still relatively healthy. Yeah, all these like Haven Watchers here, they are just patiently waiting till everything's out of ammo and they can just go in and gun everything else down. Well, Dorian's sort of, I don't know why this player is holding to capture so many towers at this point. Doesn't achieve anything. But yeah, he's just wasting his own manpower just by doing that. Really odd.
Their tower has been destroyed. This
Pike's
bodes
moving forward
well.
here as they go to contend with the Founding Guard. I don't think they'll win that fight. Founding Guard are like the elite of Gondor's army. And I'm told now pikes are not that great. Pole arms are the meta. So you know, I'd also expect for that reason that Gondor will win. But we'll see. We'll see. They might take a fair few pennies killing spears with the pikes.
The enemy's tower has been destroyed.
They're for some reason eagerly moving forward, though the pikes are now wavering and going. And why these spears maybe aren't fancying moving up to support, I do not know. Maybe the elves are just going to let Isengard die first. Maybe it's just like, you know, so like, even though they may have betrayed good, they're like, well, we're going to try and take as many of these evil orcs with us as possible. Same with the men as well. And it looks like Mog's going forward. I mean, Isengard is pretty much out of infantry. He's got a pike back here, which he hasn't sent forward. But I want to start thinking about sending it forward. If Mog were to die, his pike's not going to be doing any great effective work. There it goes. The order has been given. It's going up this ramp here to deal with Denethor. Numbers-wise, 1,700 against 1,900. Once again, they've closed that gap of the defenders. There's a 200-man gap. Right now, I was going to say, not all 1,900 attackers are even looking at this defense. Not all 1,700 defenders are also here, though. But certainly most of them are. The pike phalanx here has been defeated by just some spearmen. Pole arms might want to, well, they don't even need to push forward necessarily. They can just kind of stay there if they want to. Mog's changed his mind. He's getting shot as he comes forward by what remaining ammo is left. I don't know where that's even coming from. Probably these Gondor archers here. I mean, if they can kill him, great. But yeah, I was going to say right now, actually, Isengard's just, you know, quite happy to just sit back with Mog. And the Uruk-hai archers here are getting great side and back shots into these Ringlow Vale and Gondor sword infantry. I certainly wouldn't be having both here. I'd have just the one for now. Because you're getting two shot for the price of one, basically, right now. And Mog at least is facing the right way, so he's not getting rear-shotted by these Gondor archers. Smart, at least the Isengard player's being observant there. He's about to get rear charged, which I was going to say, best sort of situation there for Gondor. If he's not going to fall back with his unit, might as well engage, and then he can at least get rear shots here. Can the Gondor player, what did he just pop there? Bubhosh Uruk-hai gives melee attack and entity mass bonuses. Also means that they wave their swords in the air. Here we go, a very bloodied Gondor sword infantry is going to probably be immediately losing this fight. Yeah. Mog is decisively winning that. Here's a tier 4 as well against a tier 3. Again, Denethor is holding his line here nicely. Still guards and the rangers here of the Wooden Realm holding the line, beating these storms back. The pikes keep slowly shunting forward as they look to try and influence that fight. Again, great rear shots here, killing the Ringlow Vale, man by man. Bounding guards to wait. I was going to say, they don't even need to assault here, really. They can wait patiently with their V of elves. The elves aren't really attacking much at all. They could bring their archers forward and probably finish off a choke point. Probably finish off this one, to be honest, if they wanted to. We're gonna see some elven shock infantry move forward. We've got 2 units coming up. Okay, our archers also doing the same. Gondor archers are running out of ammo, as are the elven ones. I think the final ammo, actually, for anyone, is these javies back here from the Pelican Marines, which look like they're gonna throw their javies. They're obstructed, but they think they're in range of these of Mog here. I don't know, or maybe they think they're in range of the units down here, maybe, because they're just over the side of the cliff. But they are probably actually in range of the javies. They probably want to get the javies up and probably try and kill Mog with a side shot here. At least do even more damage to his bodyguard. There you go. I mean, yeah, Gondor infantry going to get pushed aside in a moment here. Ringler Vale, though, won't last much longer. Then it's just a few archers and weakened units. And yeah, those Marines, well, they use their javies. What do they do in javy? Please don't tell me they didn't javy the back of these Peneth-killing spears. Did they javy over the side? I mean, they've wasted them, whatever they've done. A bit of a waste of a unit. And now they're going to back off. This is smart, actually, from Gondor here. Kind of making a bit of a crescent formation. And now the pikes come forward. And the pikes, if they want to push now, they have no choice but, say, push into the ranger in front of them. They're going to get side charged by Gondor archers and Denethor. And potentially encircled, actually, with the amount of units here. Like, these White Hand Stormers here can't be everywhere to cover them. So, yeah, that's kind of made that into a stalemate. Whether they can send one less unit, I'd send a Gondor archer somewhere else. Or maybe even send Denethor for like Inspires or whatever abilities brought. I'd bring that. Looks like they're going to bring the pole arms back to a different position as well. I think they're worried about the Haven Watchers here. And we're going to see Grenadiers come forward. I think that's going to be blasting those Peneth-killing spearmen into another stratosphere in a moment. And I think the plan is just to pin with one little stormer here and then just blow up these Grenadiers. Or not blow up the Grenadiers, but blow up the Peneth-killing spearmen with the Grenadiers. Which should certainly be my strategy. A small sacrifice, a very, very big gain. Oh, the Noldorian Swords at least going to get a charge off first. Shock against spears does excellently well. There you go. He's going to send in the Stormers. And the Shock's also going to get a charge off as well. And Gondor, funny enough, is actually... I don't know if he actually got a charge off there. It didn't seem like he did. Gondor, funny enough, is going to fall for the bait, though. He's got his archers sitting, waiting. To be honest, I just grenadier them. Like, who cares if you take out the spears or the archers at this point? I mean, they probably want to take out the pole arms, but they're way, way in the back now. They're not going to be in range of the grenadiers. But yeah, if you...
Our allies have lost their general.
Oh, that's not good. Allies lost their general. That's Mog gone. If this had happened, like, say, 5 or so minutes ago, I'd say I'd have given Gondor good odds to win this siege now. But as it stands, I don't know. They're slowly being attrition down. Now the elves have finally turned up to come and fight. Asking a lot of the men of the West. Grenadiers still yet to throw a grenade. I'm surprised that the shock is still in and they've not fallen back to allow the Grenadiers to be activated. I mean, they are winning this quite happily on their own in the Noldorian Swords, and they probably will win this engagement on their own if nothing is to change. Yeah, Gondor Archers and Peneth-killing Spears losing. And we're going to see side shots here from the Haven Watchers. And here we go. It's just a throw everything in situation now for the attackers, throwing in elves and Uruks.
Dark tidings! Enemy forces have destroyed the gate!
Well, that's the least of the... Oh, okay. They've actually... Oh, that's hilarious. They brought up their own battering ram, yeah. And they've just done that to get in these units. I totally forgot about these guys to start with, to be honest. Don't know what happened to the other ranger. Oh, there it is. They still got them. Don't think they're going to get back to friendly lines anytime soon, that's for sure. Grenades still yet to go off. And the archers and everything broke very, very early there. Gondor, I did wonder for a moment my master because they seem like they broke a little bit too early. Legless is, as I say, might want to stay out of that fight. But also, if I was the elves or Isengard, I'd probably nuke him now. But this is it. This is kind of now over, I'd say. I don't think they can hold now. As soon as one of these choke points in Dunberg falls, unless you've got like tiny amount of forces left on both sides, then usually it's kind of over, because it's like once the floodgates are open, it's really hard to close this again. To be honest, I don't think I've ever seen it happen. To be honest, once they kind of like attacks are through, they're through usually. Never usually a half measure. We're going to see more in like support come up over here. These Orokai archers, I think they're just going to try and help pin stuff down. So now there are 4 units to take on 4 here. So the pikes won't get outflanked, and Gondor is going to fall stuff back. I think he's going to try and get them over here. Maybe try and defend the point, one or the other. Don't know what he's planning. But yeah, I was going to say, they're fully abandoning this front here. The elves are going to be the left on their own to deal with it. The other elven forces are dashing over. Don't know if it's even worth getting over there. I think the fight is over before they even arrived. There goes some waving Pelican Marines. Legolas is down to 8 warriors. They're still alive in those 8. Oh, here. Oh, no, grenade. They threw a few grenades. Okay, they didn't throw many. Going to throw the rest here. They're going to execute Bounding Guard with the Noldoran swords. They might do. Yet they are. Here we go. This is technically going to be a war crime, I think. If I was the elves, I'd be pissed. I'm like, friendly fire! Oh my gosh, yeah, just take everything out. There you go. They just pretty much eviscerated that Founding Guard there. There you go. They got to at least use those grenades. They got to use the grenades. I mean, that's saved the rest now. You can maybe blow up Denethor. He's on his way forward. He's going to try and reclaim the point here. As gold fights silver when it comes to armor. Look at it. Beautiful. All the boys getting stuck in there. I was going to say, get the grenades forward. Probably just set them up and just blow up everything. Who cares? Just blow up your own elves again. They're going to do it, aren't they? Yep, here they go. They're just about in range, apparently. Obstructed? Yeah, I mean, they are throwing over multiple lines of infantry. Oh, they definitely hit more friends than foes there. My gosh. And this poor person's hut here is getting absolutely smashed to pieces by explosives.
The enemy are losing ground.
There goes Mog, finally about to go. I think Legolas actually might just die to a man, actually. I don't know, he might have done. The Shipwright Nobles, oh yeah, of course, they're dead as well. So actually the attack is going to finish with no generals left. We are going to see a master out there of the elves. Yeah, I think general gone, army losses coming into it. That's Garland Ranger routing at 70 out of 100, unlucky there. But yeah, they are pretty much going to fight to the last man they did to the elves there. And Gondor is going to rout, I think, in the next sort of 10 or so seconds, looking at what's left of the replay. But a pretty good siege, certainly very different. The sally out didn't quite work. It did a lot of damage, did take out an army. I certainly think some of the Pyrrhic victory there for the elves and their evil allies. I certainly think that the some of the cav could have been better used. But I think generally, I think it was not a bad job by Rohan. They kind of did their job. Whether the elves could have done a better job with some of their infantry, we'll have a look at the kills in a moment and see how they did. This is sent in by Palpatine, who was playing as Lindon. So thank you very much, man, for sending this one in. playing as the evil elves, I guess, in this scenario. 267 kills here with the equestrians, 168 with another one there. Archer's getting 99 kills. His shock, 235, 194, 118. Then we have Commander Bob playing as Isengard, 244 kills with Mog. Really well done there. His infantry mostly sucked ass, apart from this one here, getting 314 kills with the Stormers. Not bad. Berserkers again just got turned into pincushions with the amount of arrows they've got focused down by. Archers, one of them got 98 kills. The Grenadiers, 60 kills. And the Wargs, 114 kills. I mean, there wasn't like going to be massive kills going around, to be honest. Because there's very small elven armies and also a cav armies. There's not loads of kills to be got by the attackers. I think you'll see bigger kills for the defenders. Jackaboy playing as Rurim, getting 121 kills with the Vereg Axeman here. And then, nothing else. 80 kills with the Vereg Riders. He had a rough game, Jackaboy, playing Zerorim. Not often you see this from him getting absolutely jumped by someone. Yeah, really did happen and really worked very well. Why don't you isolate yourself as he did? Then we have Sol Invictus playing as the Wooden Realm. 312 kills with Legless is insane, to be fair. Really well done by him, both in melee and also out of melee. Then you've got the Forest Sentinels, 186 kills, 245, 159 kills. Lasgarland Archers, 146 kills. The Gate Wardens, 219. Lasgarland Rangers, 211 kills, 309. His Forest Riders, 163 kills. And the Rangers here, 128 kills. Actually, yeah, Wooden Realm, with all his infantry, did well. Whether any more of it could have got back to the friendly lines, I don't know. Maybe I think they could have definitely got some more back, but it's hard to say. Nicky, I certainly think with some of his cavalry could have done a little bit of a better job. I think some of the, I think just not worth attacking Lindon at all. I think just fully sally on Rurim. Then you could put up a screen to sort of block off like any reinforcing cav and just dare to see whether they even arrive to even try it. I think that would have been a better idea. Some of the cap did well, though. Aim 97 kills is okay. Scouts Rohan, though, 201 kills is very good. Household Knights actually did do quite well. I thought they were just running away and getting themselves killed, but 184 kills is very good. Area of the Gap getting 167 kills is not so shabby for a horse archer. Then we have Gato playing as Gondor, 147 kills with Stuart Denethor there. His Ringo Vale kind of just got stomped by the Isengard infantry. Pelican Marines 117 kills, even though they didn't use all the javies really that effectively. Gondor Swords 38 kills is rough to see. Founding Guard also 17 kills, rough to see. I don't think it's really worth bringing, to be honest. It often just get shot or just get blown up, to be honest. Especially since you need more mass, since like you got an elf and an all cav army. I would have brought something cheaper, to be honest. Same with the archers as well. I would have gone for cheaper. They did do well. 165 kills, 169, 204. Also not too bad. But yeah, I think as Gondor, you just got to try and bring as much mass as possible, supplement your like allies' deficiencies elsewhere. But there you go, guys. That is today's Dawnless Days siege battle. I hope you did enjoy. If you did and you want to see more, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment show support. And I'll see you folks in the next Lord of the Rings battle. But if you need more between now and then, do check out the ones appearing on your screen now. Adios.